latest YouTube vertical live. Thanks a lot for watching this when it goes out live as a broadcast, and also a big thanks to all of you who will be watching later on. This is a broadcast that is all about the news that came out yesterday, which no one expected, no one saw coming, except people that actually made it, I guess, which is the fact that Unity and Fortnite are going to work together or basically collaborate in the same ecosystem. Now, this is massive and it's a really unexpected news, but also a really important and impactful news, being that it goes to the very heart of the issue of the future of the game development tools. In this case, the biggest game development tools around, which is Unity and basically Unreal Engine. So, what happened? Tim Sweeney from Epic Games and came out on stage and said that they are starting their collaboration. This collaboration will take shape or take form in a process that will take basically games made in Unity and make them publishable inside Fortnite, or more precisely Fortnite Creative. Once that happens, there will be a baseline integration between those two ecosystems that will allow Unity developers to publish directly into Fortnite. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. They're talking about the fact that Epic Games recently announced that they're starting to work together or collaborate with Unity. And once that publishing process gets underway, people, by that I mean Unity developers, will get a chance to publish their work into Fortnite Creative. Now, this is a huge ecosystem. There are millions and millions, hundreds of millions of registered players in Fortnite, and the Unity games that people create will be immediately accessible through the same ecosystem. More importantly, the same games will be instantly monetized. Epic Games has an ecosystem for monetization that uses the principles of revenue sharing, the revenue that is being generated by sales of skins, more precisely Fortnite outfits and other elements, which is then distributed to other creators making games. Hey, someone just joined us. Thanks a lot for being here. We're talking about the fact that Fortnite and Unity are now working together. Hey, everyone else who are also joining us right now, thanks for being here. My name is Ivica. We're talking about the fact that Epic Games, more precisely Fortnite, and Unity are starting to collaborate. Once you publish those games as a creator, basically who is someone making games in Unity, you can then have them ready and playable on Fortnite Creative servers. Martin says hello, and a big hello to you. Thanks for being here. Thanks a lot for everyone joining in. Someone says pozdrav to you too as well. Hvala što ste tu. It's awesome to hear people from our neck of the woods joining in. And we're again talking about the fact that Unity and Fortnite are starting their collaboration. Now, there is also a kind of other way around in that collaboration, the fact that engine users that are creating stuff in Unreal Engine will have access to Unity cross-platform commerce system that will also be accessible, which is great because it allows those who are in Unreal ecosystem to reach out to the Unity, basically store and everything else. And store operations will be manageable through both platforms. And there is also kind of a big picture here taking place, and that is the fact that Tim Sweeney, the head of Epic Games, has been talking a lot about the metaverse, the concept of the metaverse, not as some fictive 3D space that you enjoy with your VR headsets metaverse, but the realistic actual metaverse where everything is basically interconnected with each other. This is a huge step towards that because we have right now a situation where the two biggest game engines, Unity and Unreal, are now integrating. Someone says hello to you too as well. Thanks for everyone for being here, for watching, and for liking this. It's amazing to see the likes so far. Big thanks to all of you. Thanks for being here. Again, we're talking about the fact that Unity and Fortnite are starting to work together. That metaverse will allow for further cross-platform integration. So you'll basically get into Unity, create a project in Unity, publish it on Fortnite, have it people play on Fortnite, and then developers from, for example, Unreal Engine will be able to access your libraries on the Unity store, get stuff they want, and put it back into their Unreal projects that will be published as standalone games for either consoles or Steam, for PC, or for mobile gaming, whatever. Someone says also, hi, name a card for me. I'll do an edit about it. I have no clue what does that mean, but thanks for being here. Thanks for listening and watching. And thanks for joining us while we discuss this merger. Of course, what are your thoughts about the fact that Epic Games, mainly Fortnite and Unity, are working now together? I would love to hear your comments, and I would love to hear your thoughts about it. When is this all happening? Well, we still don't have the precise details, but what do we know about it is basically that it should take place in 2025. Someone says, brat trenira engleski, which means brother is training English. Yeah, I'm doing all of my content in English basically, and I've been training it since I was like 7 years old. So I'm keeping on with that English. Hopefully I'm understandable to everyone else who uses some of the version of our common languages here in the Balkans. Is it going to happen in 2026? It should at least start happening in 2026. How fast will it go? We're still uncertain. We don't know. We don't have any direct or precise data from either Team Sweeney or Unity side. It's not going to be easy, that's for sure. It's not easy to take ecosystems like Fortnite and simply add Unity to it. Fortnite is very flexible, is very powerful, but it's not easily moved, changed, or edited in a way that allows this integration. The good thing about it is that the servers themselves are already very much rigged to this possibility of interconnectivity. Mopril says, yo, and hi, yo too as well. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here. And of course, thanks for everyone for liking it. I'm seeing that the likes are going up. That's amazing and really awesome for you to do that. If you'd like, also check out my other content, subscribe to the channel, and check out my other videos. That would be amazing. That interconnectivity will help now. There are already a lot of experiences in the Epic Games team when it comes to this integration stuff, because UEFN, Unreal Editor for Fortnite, is basically a way how they plugged in Unreal Engine into the Fortnite ecosystem. Hey everybody, the concurrent viewer number just jumped. Thanks for being here, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you'll find this interesting. We're talking about the fact that Unity and Fortnite are going to start working together. That previous experience in interconnectivity will be helpful, will be useful, so the engineers will likely use that kind of knowledge to apply it to unit integration, but it still will take a lot of time. And it will be buggy as hell, that's certain. Epic Games, when they're working on their projects, their stuff already makes stuff that is generally buggy. Unreal Engine is buggy, Fortnite Creative is buggy, Unreal Editor for Fortnite is extremely buggy, so this will be buggy too. The road to that integration between Unity and Fortnite will be very, very kind of bumpy, that's for certain. Someone left a comment which is numbers and letters. I'm not sure what does that mean, but thanks for joining us on the stream. Glad to have you around. No one is expecting this to be smooth. No one is expecting Epic Games to tell to Unity developers, hey, everything is ready, it's foolproof, just make games, we'll publish them, they'll work perfectly. They won't. And that is something to be expected. Someone is asking, Noah, if I'm not mistaken, what do you think? Will it be a good thing that Unity is entering the ecosystem? Yes, I think it's a great thing, both for Unity and Fortnite Creative, because Fortnite will get a lot of new creators, a lot of new players. Epic Games creators will get a chance to check out Unity store stuff and enjoy it, join it, make stuff on it, or sell stuff on it, or get stuff on it. And ultimately, Unity developers have the biggest benefit here, because they will be able to create game after game and publish it immediately on Fortnite Creative. You don't have to have an Epic Games account, you don't have to have a publisher account. By that you have to have a regular account. You don't need to pay anything, like in case of Steam, where you need to pay those initial $100 to just to get to the Steam store. And also you have the question of discoverability. In recent years, discoverability, especially for small teams, for small creators, has been steadily going down on Steam. Epic Games is clearly doing a lot about it to create discoverability, to kind of get into a place where it's more comfortable for players and creators to basically get discovered. That's a big deal. So hopefully it's going to be something that is going to be useful to everyone. But I'm seeing at this point a lot of benefits coming towards Unreal developers, and even more benefits coming to Unity developers. So hope this makes sense, Noah, if I answered your question. But we'll see, of course. The question is, long term, how smoothly will the process of integration go? If it's super buggy for a long time, many will try it out and simply decide not to bother. Others might not try it at all. A lot of us, a lot of you, a lot of them will certainly try it initially. But how many will stick around is the key question. And that's also the key question for the Fortnite ecosystem in general. For the creatives working in Fortnite, how long can they keep going? Someone says, can you say hi to my boyfriend, Finn Grammy? I guess. Hi, Finn Grammy. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. Please leave a like and subscribe if you didn't already. I would love to have both you and Finn on my channel in the future as well. In the coming weeks, in the coming days, we'll get more information, more data, more solid, concrete facts about that process of integration. When will it happen? What will be the milestones? How will the process look like? Until then, we can all be hyped and we can all be happy that this is taking place, because again, it's a good thing for the ecosystem of game development in general. How good will it be in a year or 2 years? No one can tell, of course, but these factors are important. The smoothness of integration, its longevity, how well will it be created and maintained, and what will be the numbers of developers and creators and players that are now entering the ecosystem because of this. So in the next 6 months or so, we should see how good and how promising the whole process of Epic Games, more precisely Fortnite, and Unity coming together is, and that will tell us more about the things that will come 6 months after that and a year or two in the foreseeable near future. That's all for this broadcast. Thanks a lot for being here. Thanks a lot to everyone for joining in. Thanks a lot for the likes. Thanks a lot for the comments. It was great talking to all of you and being able to discuss the changes and this news. And that would be amazing to see you all on my channel in the future as well. Now, as asking, have I worked in Unity? It started 2 years ago and up. UE5 is still better. I did a little bit, some like 10 years ago or so. I didn't even get very much into it. I'm basically working primarily in Fortnite Creative, UEFN, and to some degree in Unreal Engine. But my strong suit is basically Fortnite Creative. So yeah, like you, I have very little experience in Unreal, in Unity, but most of my experience is Unreal, and even more so in Fortnite Creative. That's it for this broadcast. Thanks for being here. You rock. It's amazing to see you all. Thanks for your engagements. Have a great day. Have loads of fun in the rest of your day, in the weekend that is ahead of us. And I'll see you on my next broadcast. Until then, bye-bye.